Hello, this is Muhammad Sahib Honar. In this video, I wanna show you how to set up an SSH server on Ubuntu within a Docker container. To fully benefit from this video, you should be familiar with the bash commands and Docker CLI. I hope you enjoy this demo, so let's get started. I'm currently in the Documents directory. Here I wanna create a directory called remote server. In the remote server directory, I will create a Docker file. Let's open the file in the VS Code. We start with Ubuntu with the latest tag as a base image. We need to create the SSHD directory in the var run path. We are going to use the -p option, so the make directory command will create parent directories if needed. The SSH service needs this directory to start normally. Next, we update the Ubuntu package database by running apt update command and then install the OpenJDK and the OpenSSH server packages. To connect to the server, I wanna use a regular user instead of the root user. To create a user, we can run user add command with -rm-d for creating a home directory and -s for changing the default shell to the bash. And finally, we specify the name of the user. Now we have a new user. Let's set the password for the remote user. We wanna use public key authentication with SSH instead of using the password authentication method to authenticate the remote server. To go forward, we need to generate and store a pair of cryptic keys and configure the server to recognize and accept the keys. In the terminal, we use SSH keygene to create an RSA key in PEM format and we call it ID_RSA. I will not set any passphrase for the private key. Let's take a look at these keys. Alright, let's come back to the Docker file. Here we are going to create an SSH directory inside /home/remote user directory. And then change the permissions and grant read, write, and execute permissions exclusively to the owner of the SSH directory. Next, we are going to copy the public key file from the current directory into the SSH directory and change its name to the authorized keys. We change the owner of the SSH directory recursively to the remote user and also apply read and write permissions to the owner of the authorized keys file. We have almost done. We need only to start the SSH daemon. Now we go to the terminal and tell Docker to build the image with docker build command. And we will give the image remote server tag and reference to the current directory to find the Docker file. This will take a few minutes, so I will be right back. Alright, our image is ready. So let's verify the remote server image was built. Now we need to launch a container based on this image. I wanna call this container remote server. We need to run this container in interactive mode. The default port for SSH client connections is 22. Here we wanna connect to the remote server from outside of the Docker. So we need to map the port, for example 58897 on the host to the 22 of the container. Let's see the list of running processes in Docker. To connect to the remote server, we are going to SSH the remote user at localhost and specify the port number. This is the first time we connected to this server, so it asks us to confirm the key fingerprint. I am going to type yes, then we need to give the remote user password. As you can see, we are logged into the remote server container. Let's exit from the remote server and try again, but this time use the private key. Here we have the private key. I do SSH using this key with -i and the name of the key connecting to the remote user at localhost. Now SSH is not going to ask us for a password because we are already authenticated using the key. As a final note, if you wanna connect to this remote server inside the Docker, for example from a Jenkins container, you can connect both containers to the same network. In this case, it is not necessary to map the port to connect to the remote server. This is it for this video. Please feel free to share your feedback, and once again, thank you for watching.